She's not going to tell you. She's not going to walk up to you and say the words. She's not going to text you first and make it obvious. She's not going to make it easy, but her body already did. The problem is, you weren't looking at the right places. You were watching for the big signs, the obvious ones, the ones every man waits for. And while you were looking for those, she was showing you something quieter, something she didn't even know she was showing. And if you missed it, she probably thinks you're not interested. That's the part that should unsettle you, because attraction doesn't wait. It doesn't announce itself. It leaks through the body, through tiny, almost invisible signals that happen faster than conscious thought. She can't control them. She doesn't even know she's doing them. Which means they never lie. This isn't about tricks. This isn't about manipulation. This is about understanding something real, something that's happening right in front of you every single time. If this already feels a little too real, subscribe, because it gets deeper. Let's start with something you've looked at 1,000 times and never actually seen. Her eyes. Not whether she looks at you. That's too simple. How she looks at you. The duration. The pattern. The moment just after. Here's what actually happens when a woman is attracted to someone. Her pupils dilate. The brain floods with dopamine, and the eyes physically open wider, taking in more of what they want to see. You can't fake that. It's neurological. It's automatic. But here's the part most men completely miss. It's not the look itself. It's what she does after the look. If she glances at you and then looks down, not away, not sideways, but down, that is one of the oldest signals in human behavior. It means something moved inside her. She looked away not because she's uninterested. She looked away because she is, and it caught her off guard. And then she looks back. Maybe slowly, maybe quickly. But she looks back. That second look is the one that matters. One glance is curiosity. 2 glances is intention. She doesn't come back to what doesn't interest her. Watch for the return. That's where the truth lives. Now here's where it gets dangerous. Her feet. Of all the things the body reveals, the feet are the most honest. The face can lie. The voice can lie. The hands can be controlled. But the feet? Nobody thinks about their feet. Nobody performs with their feet. And science is very clear on this. We point our feet toward what we want and away from what we don't. It sounds almost too simple, but test it. Next time you're in a conversation with her, look down. Just briefly, without making it obvious. Where are her feet pointed? Toward you, even slightly? Even if her body is half turned away? Even if she's pretending to be distracted? That's not an accident. The body always moves toward what it desires before the mind gives it permission. Her feet already decided. She just hasn't said it yet. Most people never understand this. If you want to see what they miss, subscribe. The third one is the one nobody talks about. Her neck. Specifically, when she exposes it. This goes back thousands of years in human behavior. The neck is one of the most vulnerable parts of the body, and instinctively, we protect what's vulnerable from people we don't trust. We cover it, we turn away, we pull our shoulders in. But when we feel safe around someone, when something deeper than logic says this person is okay, we open up. We tilt our head. We let the neck show. Watch for the head tilt when she's talking to you. Watch for the moment she pulls her hair to one side, slowly, without reason, exposing that side of her neck in your direction. She didn't plan that. Her nervous system did. It's one of the most primal signals of comfort and attraction in human behavior, and it happens completely below the level of conscious thought. When she shows you her neck, she's telling you something her mouth hasn't said yet, and this last one, is the one that changes everything. Her hands, but not in the way you think. Forget handshakes, forget what she does with objects. Focus on this one thing. Does she touch you without needing a reason? Not the polite touch. Not the accidental brush, the unnecessary one, the one that has no logical explanation. She's laughing at something you said, and she puts her hand on your arm for just a second. You made a point she agrees with, and she touches your shoulder briefly, instinctively. You're standing close, and somehow her hand finds yours for just a moment before pulling back. These touches are not accidents. Touch is the most emotionally loaded sense we have. We don't touch what we're neutral about. We don't initiate physical contact with people we feel nothing toward. The brain has to send a very specific signal, a signal of closeness, safety, and desire, before the hand moves. She touched you, without needing to, without it being polite, without it making logical sense. That's not nothing, that's everything. If this gave you real clarity, you can support the channel with super thanks. It helps me keep making content like this, built for people who actually want to understand human behavior on a deeper level. Here's the realization I want to leave you with. She is not hard to read. She was never hard to read. The signals were always there. In her eyes, in her feet, in the side of her neck, in the way her hand moved toward you before she could stop it. The problem was never her. It was knowing where to look. And here is the uncomfortable truth, the one that changes things completely. While you've been waiting for her to say something, to make it obvious, to remove all doubt, she has been showing you, quietly, in the only language attraction actually speaks. The body doesn't wait for permission. It doesn't rehearse. It doesn't calculate. It just tells the truth. And now, you know how to listen. The only question left is whether it's already too late, or whether you still have time to look back and finally see what was always right in front of you.